They were happy with the live streams. Gotcha. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome. Tonight is going to be some Mario Kart here on the Nintendo Switch 2 family of systems. What I'm going to do is warm up with a bit of Knockout Tour, and we're going to see how that goes. After that, I can open it up to people who might want to play with. I feel like after Christmas is going to be the optimal time to get into it because people will maybe get the Switch 2 for Christmas. So we'll see. And we're actually broadcasting across the internet right now. So a lot of people can tune in and say hello and get involved with the broadcast. Thank you all so much for your support so far. We're gonna boot this bad Larry up and see where life takes us. Life is gonna take us wherever it needs to, in all the best ways, right? That's what it's all about. Alrighty-roo. Do. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Oh boy. How's everybody feeling? Staying warm, staying cold, actually. I have the window cracked open ever so slightly, so the camera won't overheat. Because that's new on the levels of concern that we have. Is that thing. We got a Sabalubba. And that's from Aunt McLeod. Hello, Anthony. Been watching Gone from Twitch to YouTube. You go wherever you want. Thank you very much for doing that, sir. All right. Thank you all very much for being here. Maybe it's a display issue that I have in life. Maybe that's it. Sorry for that being super loud. I don't know how to find the vert on your phone. I don't know. No clue. I don't know how anything works, but apparently... Oh, you know what? If you're discovering the channel in the shorts feed, maybe that's how that works. Perhaps that's how it goes. All right. So yeah, feel free to watch wherever you want to. We got this rolling. Not showing it on my phone. Maybe there's, I mean, I'm seeing a signal. I'm seeing it. But anyways, let's try. Oh, that looks awful. No, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be going through a ton of shorts. You should be just chilling and be fine. What are your thoughts on Pokemon Legends Zaw? I've enjoyed what I played of it. Oh, that's bizarre. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Let me take a screenshot. Sorry, everybody, for the delay. We're going to get into Mario Kart in just a second here. Dad had me put parental controls to stop my mom from playing Animal Crossing all day. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right, so I'm going to dive in a Knockout Tour, get some warm-ups going, and then we can all play together if we want to. Sometime midsummer, looking to get a Switch 2. Just got the first one from a family member from a kiddo. Ooh. Amazing. Actually, Zach, since you contributed books last, any particular character you want me to play as, if you're still here? I am the captain now. Maybe you are. All different characters to play. What character best embodies Zach M. Rutledge? Luigi? I don't know about Luigi. He comes off as a chuckster, charge and chuck kind of a guy. Big chuck energy. You know, something, 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 the Colts. Something, something, something. You know? Makes a lot of sense to me. Play as a cow for big beef? Actually, you raise a good point, my guy. You raise a good point. Zach Big Beef Rutledge. That's the nickname that has to take off. What's going on, everybody? It's Big Beef Rutledge here, and we are shake weighting shaking that cow. Tootsie. Bro just called him fat at this. No. No, the beef. I don't know. Good idea. And hear me out. How did the big beef thing start? I don't even know. I'll take a look at the hear me out area in just a second, Arson. If it involves 3D printing, I'm ignoring it. Also, let me know how game audio is. You're not hitting me here. No, sir. Holy cow, you are really moving. CMA, hello. Welcome, welcome. So cow is a heavy character, which means I'm moving a little bit slower than I normally would, which is fine. But it's not the play style that I'm used to. So it's going to take a little bit to actually get adjusted to where things should be at, but that's fine. So nice. You're not fat. You're not even a big guy. I wouldn't consider you fluffy. You're pretty, I guess, lean would be it. You ate a shockingly small amount of that giant pretzel at Disney. So I had a large amount of that pretzel. Actually, so one of the things I wanted to make in 2026 was like one of those giant pretzels from AMC, the Bavarian Legend. And I'm like, this is not that complicated. I can literally just do this. Like, I can do this like before the end of the month, no problem. This is not like a big deal. Like a turkey, mac and cheese, a pasta sauce, that's a big deal. That takes some like thought, right? But making like soft pretzels is not a big deal. So that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday I'll do that and just see what's up with it. That could be like my experiment for the year. Tell the other racers to eat more chicken. Dude, I've been craving Chick-fil-A for a hot second. So bad. Oh, man. Welcome in, Jay. Eat more chicken. Dude, a Chick-fil-A breakfast. The spicy chicken sandwich for breakfast on a biscuit. Oh, awooga. Awooga, dude. Making pretzels sound hard. Turns out it's a knot. Okay. Can we ban? Why haven't we banned CMA? Why is CMA even here? I'm not building Lego. I'm not 3D printing. Why is he here? Oh, I'm just here for the good vibes, right? Like what? But like, why? We've gone soft? No, we haven't. And then he's dad joking it up. Like, all right. I want to ban CMA. Karen has pent up energy from Astro Stream. Oh, man. Welcome to the BricksOBrian live stream experience where you can take out your aggression on other chatters in this place. You're welcome to do so. Why not try making pretzels? I know, right, William? I like leaving the people that bother you. CMA doesn't bother me. You know who bothers me? Actually, Lindsay bothers me. But I can't ban her. If I ban Lindsay, then we basically got to restructure the whole mod team. You can't do that. I mean,
I've been trying to leave this place since 2006.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm too busy beefing it up. I came in last place. Can you ban me again? What I'm going to do at the end of the year, I'm going to unfollow everybody on Twitch and start fresh. So if people realize I've unfollowed them, it's nothing personal. It's exclusively business. Exclusively business. It's just me beefing it up. Who do you think would get the most mad if I unfollowed him? What a revelation. Who would get mad? I don't know. To be honest, that's a great idea. And, you know, I followed a lot of people, and like I can't obviously watch everybody, and it's not because like I like the idea of starting fresh, and it'd be such a relief. I may just delete my Twitch account. Don't do that, because then you can't have a nice Cecilia next to your badge. No. You can't have it. You can't use any of the emotes. Just make an alt. No. So this is a hill I'm gonna die on. I firmly believe if I have something to say and want to actively contribute to a community or to a conversation, that I have it be me. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm on an alt so I can disguise myself or I don't know, something else. Right? I'm not that kind of a person, you know. We got Chick-fil-A after we saw you on Saturday. Hype. That's hype. Because I have legitimately met people. I've legitimately met people that are like, hey, I have an alt account to hate on people on Twitter. It's like, you are the most, that is the most toxic thing. I legit met somebody like that. Like, that is the most toxic thing ever. And his name is not Ant McCloud, I'll tell you that. But like, I've met people legitimately, and they're 100% serious. And like, I'm firmly against, like, I don't know. If I have something to say or contribute, I'll just do it on my main. I have something to say or contribute, I'm going to do it myself. I'm not going to use another account. And if I have to unfollow somebody or something happens, then so be it, you know. I'll own it. I'm not going to be one of those guys that, you know. Ant, you're already going to bot and there are 5,000 of you? Yeah, exactly. So, but I like that idea. Like, just, you know, fresh start it. And then also for the reaction from people. Like, Brian, did you unfollow me? Like, why? You know, like, I can totally see 9.5. 9.5 would be the one that's like, oh, look at Brian. You unfollowed me? Wow, tough guy. Look at you, Mr. Saviano author. Like, she totally, absolutely would do that. Then we have Mr. Fancy Pants over here unfollowing me. What did I do to you, Brian? And just causing me havoc. And I kind of want that clickbait reaction. I kind of want that, you know. Met you match it yelling with not. Yeah, exactly. Hero, hello. I really wish I could stop this vertical version of the live stream on YouTube. Does anybody see this? Does anybody see the vertical version? It looks awful. But nobody's complained about it. 2 years? It's only been 2 years, Karen? Really? I feel like it's been longer than that. It's been longer than that. I can't even find it. Interesting. Just checking before. No, you're not going to. No. Don't delete. Hey. No. You're stuck. You are stuck. This brick. Little do you know, Brick City is actually purgatory. Like, you're not going anywhere. That was the cleanest screenshot I've ever had in my life. But yeah, no, you're stuck. This is it. 2 years seems much. Yeah, way longer. Maybe Karen at one point unfollowed me because she's like, I don't really want to do this anymore. Which it's fair. I get it. Dude, some days I wake up and I'm like, I'm following myself. Ryan starring in the sequel to The Good Place. The So-So. The So-So Place. I had to get this name. My ex kept my other account, so I'm 2.0. Is that really why? You're blasted Daz's 2.0 because your ex took your first account? So you just did 2.0. That's the most baller thing I've ever heard in my life. That's amazing. That's awesome. Talk about like an origin story. That's phenomenal. I love that. I love that so much. That's amazing. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's good. That's good. I totally messed that up. Well, that is kind of base. That is base. They won't give me the password. Took to court, and the judge favored them, so womp womp. Your Honor, my ex-girlfriend has taken my Twitch account, and I just got to tell you, this is integral to my growth as a businessman, and blah, 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 blah. And the judge was like, no. Custody over the Twitch account in 2025? No, actually, before that, right? But anyways. Kathy, hello, hi. How you doing, Kathy? For those of us in the back, what the heck is based? Based means, like solid or good call, or like that's a win, or like just like a good thing that has happened, I guess. Good, and you? I'm doing good, Kathy. We are 2 days away from completing our second ever children's bookathon. Shut up, Anthony. So we're sending all these different books to children's hospitals and charitable causes all across the country. We've currently gotten 166 books total, and we're on the search for as many as possible to send to all these different places. Obviously, the community has done incredible, and you know, it supports Pro Gamers Guide. It gets it into the hands of deserving kids. So, yeah, it's been good. And even more books get added to the timer. So right now we're still going for 2 hours and 13 minutes, which is about an hour longer than we normally do. Last Wednesday, it was... this is bad. This is so bad. This is the worst. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Go, 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 go. Sweet Christmas, no. Dude, oh, on the last one. Whoa. Whoa. Jude, hello, welcome. 7 hours on a random Wednesday. Yeah, that was pretty wild. So solid is no longer a good word, saying that's a win or that's good. Karen, you have permission to do whatever you want, you know? You did what you said you wanted to do in a Pro Gamers Guide podcast. Oh, by doing the bookathon? Yeah. Well, we did the bookathon last year. It's just all the time went to the last Bob Bonanza. So this year, it's like actually a bookathon. Now, technically, this is not the bookathon final form because it would be an uncapped bookathon all in one go. So right now, it would be like if I just like stopped a lot, or I just kept going basically. That made no sense. But basically, instead of it being like I end at the timer for today, like I would start at 12 hours and then add on time as the sun goes on. I just happen to like words and phrases that make sense. Well, you're not getting that here, that's for sure. That is absolutely not happening. Karen's rooting for all the Karens. Just don't be true. True. Am I going to make this? This is the worst. This is the worst because everybody takes that corner. It's like you should almost stay in last place so that way you can get the power-ups and then you're good for the last run of it. It's like, all right, dude, really? Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to keep going. See, that's why I need to unfollow, delete all. No, Karen, don't do that. Don't do that. Who's going to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2? I know that's a kind of a wild question. What place did I finish? Oh, sorry. It's blocking the time of the thing here. I finished in 5th. I have a blank wall to look at instead, sorry. Put this up here, actually. It's fine. My 9-year-old says it all day. Already seen it was fine, but the audience made it fun. Oh, nice. Wonderful. Glad to hear it. And then, yeah, anybody that contributes a book will also get permission to pick my character, because why not? Add in all the incentives these last 2 days. 6-7 saying, Brian, I'm not up with the new talks. Yeah. Missed the rocket stuff. I know. Dude, Mr. Zebra Gamer would be so much better at this game than me. Dang. There he goes. Would have been so much better. That's a true pro gamer moment. Oh! Dude, have a good night. Worse than being a dead horse. Dang. Getting carted for sure. I've been playing a lot of actually regular line racing instead of the knockout tour. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm enjoying Mario Kart. You said 6-7. I know I did. I'm sorry. I just wanted to be cool. And it made me lame. I'm sorry. No, that was the worst thing that could possibly happen. No! I think the state of Prime 4 finally hit me today. And how it is unfortunately not up to the standard that you would want, Anthony. I'm sorry. Oh, sweet Christmas. What's going on? So I am racing on a track, and there are 24 racers. As we are racing, there are different checkpoints all across the racetrack, and the bottom 4 are eliminated at each checkpoint. So your goal is to stay 16th or better in this case. And then if I stay 16th or better by the time the checkpoint happens, then I move on to the next leg of the race. I'm sad you said it because my son says it all the time. I know. I'm just trying to stay hip and relevant here, Hero. I'm sorry. In my last attempt before turning 30 to remain relevant with the youths, other than obviously playing games and stuff. You know what I mean? That was the last hurrah. Still don't know what it means. Nobody knows what it means, actually. So it's not even a me problem. There was a conversation about 6-7 in the other chat. Yeah, I just read it out loud. That's exactly what I did. Maca Builds, hello. Happy holidays, sir. Dang. Thought I had it there. How you doing, man? The Cuddles army has arrived. Mario or Sonic? Mario. Of course. Happy Thursday, sir. I nearly got ran over on that one. No. Gotta look behind me? Nothing. Good. Hey, Anthony, if I open up a room, you gonna play? Mario, why? Because he's cool. I just like the way that Mario jumps around on the screen. It makes me happy. Those Biddy Buddy. Wow, all the Biddy Buddies immediately. Oh, they got spawned up there. Whoops. Oh, at work, so maybe later. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining at work. Working hard and hardly working, eh? No! No! Anybody have any cool holiday parties this weekend? Some festive plans. We're gonna do this. Across here. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Wow. Big shortcut. Big shortcut. Dude. Every single person trying to get after me today. That's fine, though. It's another day in paradise. That's how it goes. If there's not a billion people chasing after you, then I don't know what to say. I am so hungry right now. Oh, man. I don't think I had enough to eat before I started today. That is regrettable. Gotta change that. Xander and Steve are home this weekend, so maybe play Minecraft. Oh, very cool. This is going to ruin somebody's day. Have fun. 1, 2,
Bye for now.
3. Yes. There we go. Enjoy your lurk, Anthony. Thank you again. Now I'm good. Wonderful. Can you do another cooking live stream? You know, I didn't do the Thanksgiving stream just so I didn't mess it up. I would love to do a cooking live stream. That is something I should put on the docket for. It might have to be a 2026 thing at this point, unfortunately. But I am not opposed. Snacking on Gardettos and drinking Coke while Lucas is at baseball? Nice. That sounds phenomenal. Welcome, Brie. Yeah, more eggs in the future. More of all the things. I did make an omelet on the last. Well, I made no, it was an omelet. Verified omelet situation. Gotta make sure I watch out behind me here. Am I going to make 4th place? Thanks for keeping me entertained. You are welcome. No, you go buy a cake. Oh, that was the most tactical shell ever. Dang. The most tactical shell of all time. Can viewers join? I'm going to play one more race and then viewers will be able to join. I got 5th place there, Kathy. So I got eliminated in the last leg of the race, which means I fell short of 1st place, but that's okay. Token, hello. So yeah, viewers on the next one. And we're going to open up a lobby, and then I'm going to try to do custom items and stuff. Remember, this is the second to last day for the Bookathon in terms of live streams. So, exclamation special, we have a specific listing over on the pop-up shop where you can get 10 books and then one of every single collectible card that is currently released. That is 1 through 19 and a special card that you can literally complete your collection for now until Defeating Trolls and others release in 2026. So if you have none of them or you want one of everything, as well as kicking in 10 books to the Bookathon and getting 50 minutes added to tonight's timer, then that's your opportunity to do it. I will send them all out and like protect the packaging and stuff so they don't get ruined in transit. Free shipping on it. You can view all the collectible cards on the BricksOBrian website. Gonna react to the Game Awards tomorrow. Everybody here has seemed fairly lukewarm on the Game Awards, so I'm betting no. I'm gonna say no, and I will be on standby in the event of a worthwhile reaction or moment or something to share with the people. You recommend the Switch 2? I'm thinking of giving one to my son for Christmas. I would recommend it, man. I think there's enough games on there that you can justify making a purchase. And, you know, obviously the games are a little bit more expensive. The console is a little bit more expensive. But as a die-hard Nintendo fan, you can put a box of rocks on a shelf and I would buy it. And with that, I already have over 100 hours in Mario Kart as it is. And I'm enjoying it. So I think Donkey Kong Bonanza was a nominee. Yeah, but Claire Obscura is going to win. So Bonanza will not, unfortunately, win. It'll be Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Most of the people that watch the Game Awards are not like Nintendo. Oh, Sweet Christmas, man! Are not super fun Nintendo type gamers. So you're gonna see Expedition 33 win. Not that I necessarily care about games winning awards and stuff, anyways. But there we go. All right, Big Beef is done. We're gonna open up a lobby, get people in here, and see how many people want to join. So if you want to participate in Mario Kart World, you can. We're going to do custom items and see how far that will take us. If we can pull it off. It's one of the updates that was put live fairly recently here. Make a room to compete. I'm going to play as Penguin. With that, again, anybody who contributes a book, you can pick the character, because why not, right? Waiting for players to join. Huh? Hold on. That was the flow before. Danny, hello. Ah, here we go. My apologies. Better be wearing your seatbelt, mister. I am. I certainly am. All right. The room info is, as you see on screen, BLB G3B. BLB G3B. Feel free to join. I'm going to use the washroom and be right back. Alrighty, everybody. BLB G3B is your code to join if you want to race along. Ryan's gone, everybody. Something and something. So what'll happen next week? We'll probably have a fairly standard week of live streams. We'll try to do something a little special. Celebrate Christmas, and then I'm thinking the week of the 23rd, which is Christmas week. I'm thinking I'm gonna focus on spending time with family and stuff. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But now it's getting to that end of the year point, so we got good stuff. We'll start it up for right now. RP Games, hello. Can I change?
Happiest
Behabs with the sub. Hello and welcome. 63 months, Behabs. Kajunas, hello. Pengu, welcome and thank you for the follow. Take room members and join other online players. Oh, yes, we're doing this. Oh, yes, we're doing this. Man, it's been a while, I know, right? It has totally been a while. Welcome, y'all. Yeah, we're going to go online. This actually fills out a room nicely. I think just generally a lot of people... Oh, I see you there. You're in the room. Hello. I think a lot of people don't have the Switch 2 in my corner of the internet, and obviously, you know, being live on a random Wednesday doesn't help, but it's all right. Hopefully y'all are doing well and hanging in there. We're almost through the year. It's almost there. Almost. Thank you for the follow. Let's go to Whistletop Summit. Hopefully tonight's treating you as well as possible, Beth. So Bookathon is now the next milestone event will be in January, celebrating my 30th birthday. Oh boy. Oh boy. 30 years old, man. That's going to be a historic one. For sure. I have no plans with friends, family, or otherwise, so we'll see what goes on. We got to order him a walking cane for his birthday. I have a walking stick from Ireland. So I actually, technically, already have that covered. I'm good. It's totally fine. I got the walking cane and then the shillelagh. And I had my grandfather pick between which one he wanted, and he picked the actual shillelagh. Oh, geez, nice. No, that's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I will take first place. Figured do standard racing instead of the knockout tour, at least here, because, you know, it gives everybody an opportunity to play. If people get knocked out, they're kind of done. You know what I mean? Ryan, don't get hurt. Listen, by being vulnerable and putting myself out there, Beth, I will get hurt. And you know what? That's part of the process. It's okay. It's okay. What's your favorite adaptation of The Grinch? What a great conversation starter. So, the classic, I think, for my taste and what I like, it's the original. It is a true adaptation to the book. It isn't my favorite. It does feel old at this point, just in the animation style, the delivery, the whatever. What I really like is the live-action Grinch. And yes, is it a little bit freaky to have all the live-action, you know, the way the Whovians look and all that stuff? Of course it is. But I think Jim Carrey's performance is just awesome. And if you're doing a live-action Grinch, that's the guy that you want doing live-action Grinch out of everybody else. You know what I mean? However, the Illumination Grinch, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, is a whole different level of just an awesome adaptation. You know, you have somebody who has their own spin on it, but more importantly with the Grinch, Whoville and all the Grinch's gadgets and all of the zaniness of Dr. Seuss, it really shines, and you can only do so much in live action. So having that be in animation, it adds a whole different level of just, you know, like colorful environments and creativity, and what you can do is so much greater with that. You know, because in order to do all that in live action and to do it well instead of it just being a CG mess, you kind of have to make practical sets and you can't do nearly as much, you know? So all of them have their own, you know, selling points and being beneficial as a contribution to the Dr. Seuss portfolio. If you had to get me at one, I might have to go Jim Carrey Grinch, just because him selling that performance is what makes it so special. It's iconic. You know, you take somebody as a human, and then like of all the adaptations they have of the Grinch at Universal Studios that people want to meet and engage with, it's the Jim Carrey Grinch. That very sarcastic, that very condescending, you know, that kind of humor. That is all Jim Carrey Grinch. And, you know, basically, if you watch me, you probably like that movie, you know, in a lot of ways, because I guess, not that I pulled my humor from that movie, but, like, a lot of it aligns, actually, like, you know, solve world hunger, tell no one. Walter Goggins in the Walmart ads bothers me to the core, and I love Walter Goggins. I didn't even realize that was him, actually. I did not realize it was him. So it seems like the other players are, yeah, they're definitely humans. But the names don't appear seemingly as frequently. Oh, this is... Oh, no! I was going to say that's mighty powerful. Why did I wait on it? Why did I wait on it? I could have had the perfect situation. That's all right. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Did I get somebody? No. Oh, no. I watched my favorite Christmas movie of all time the other day. Did a rewatch. Good stuff. Jim Carrey's Grinch made me realize the Grinch didn't necessarily hate Christmas. He hated people, and that is me so low. Well, a lot of what makes humans humans shines at Christmas. So embodying that overtly optimistic spirit, I think, is where it was at. It's funny you say Walter Goggins is playing Fallout 4, which takes place in Boston. Oh, I'm fully aware it takes place in Boston. I played Fallout 4 a ton, and you can actually find, like, many of the places I've talked about in my videos. You can find it right in Fallout 4. Like, it is as direct as you can possibly get. So, yeah, let me know what point of the game you're at. I have played it, not on every ending, but I played a lot of it. Best movie is Babes in Toyland. I don't know what that is. And I don't know if I want to find out. No clue if I want to find out on that one, but on my rewatch list this year is Klaus, and watching the Santa Clauses series on Disney Plus. Young Keanu Reeves, man. Ooh. Oh, you're at the Railroad HQ. Are you gonna have it go kaplooey? Railroad, our mod here, Anthony, would go off on the Railroad and how he does not show any mercy. That is a game, if any rated M game I could play and cover for videos and stuff, that would be the one. Not Red Dead, not anything else, it'd be that one. Watch Ernest Saves Christmas. I'll have to add it to my list. It's cute. One of my friends had us rewatch All of the Other Reindeer, which is an animated Christmas movie. Kind of a short. Not a short, but, you know, it's shorter. And it does not hold up. I watched it as a kid, but it does not hold up. We watched like a super low quality, you know, 240p version on YouTube. Prancer is another good one. Yeah, there's so many Christmas movies out there, and it's so easy, I feel like, to do a bad one. We should do another holiday movie ranking. I think that would get people excited, yeah. All of it was on repeat, yeah. Well, you know, you gotta replay the same thing over and over again for the kiddos. They might miss it. They might be at school. They might be at dinner. If I were smart, that's what I would do with my videos. Like, not everybody watches everything live immediately, so why don't I just put stuff on a replay? Which is kind of the experiment of the 24/7 channel, which actually kind of worked. But to do stuff like that, I think that's kind of how it is. If I was smart, let's make a list. If Brian was smart, here's what he would do. I already had a rude awakening this week of if I were smart, I would do this. It's Santa O'Brien. What's going on, Speed King? Howdy, howdy. Everyone feel free to control. I'm jotting it down. You know, so there's an infinite list of things that I got to do, and all we can do is work a little bit closer to all of them, you know? And I think this year has been really incredible in a lot of ways, and obviously a lot of challenges in other ways too. But overall, I think if I claim that 2025 ended up being a bad year, then I think a lot of you would get really mad at me. So it's certainly not a thought that has crossed my mind. And then we got to tee up for 2026 and make it as best as we can. And yeah, man. Brian's booked through 2029. Again, there's some stuff on that calendar. You're going to say book through 2020, 2030 soon. It's going to happen. But I mean, I'm open to feedback, dude. If y'all want to tell me either, you know, now or in a future live stream or video or comment, like, I am open to feedback. I know what I got to do in a lot of ways, but if anybody has suggestions, you know, something I considered was doing another one of those community survey things like we did years ago, but part of me knows what I got to do. Part of me knows that some stuff, you know, it just takes time and energy and all that, but you know, y'all are the ones that are here spending your time and energy and everything else so often. I am in service to y'all in a lot of ways, you know. That's the goal. So there we go. Doobity doobity doo 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 doo. Try a new game franchise. If you have a suggestion, specifically, I'm not opposed. We did light up the town yesterday, and that went pretty well. Had a chance to check out an indie game for a change. Sonic Frontiers. See, Sonic Frontiers, like Mr. Pibb or Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. I don't think I've had a Mr. Pibb. Or I can't recall a difference in taste. We only have Dr. Pepper in The North Shore of Boston, Massachusetts. Or in Massachusetts in general. For the most part. Will you be doing part 2 of Light Up the Town next week? That's not a bad idea. A lot of Sonic games I wish I enjoyed more. You know, I'm a creature of habit, but like, I don't know. Makes sense to finish before the holiday? Yeah, for sure. I love that I can just hang out on this one ship and have a nice overview of everything. This is cool. Whistletop Summit is our next stop. A Lord of the Rings game. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so... over Christmas break, I should watch all the Lord of the Rings games. Lord of the Rings movies. I've seen all the Hobbit movies in theaters. Have you seen Twilight? No. I have had nobody trying to peer pressure me to watch it, so no. Just started the extended edition of LOTR. Well, when I watch them, I'm going to watch the extended editions, and that's how I'm going to do it. Until now, you got to watch it. Listen. There's a lot of things that I got to do. A lot of things I got to watch. I fell asleep to all the Hobbit movies, too. In a good way or a bad way? Watch all the Lord of the Rings movies. They're far superior to the Hobbit movies. Oh, I've heard that. Nobody that has a valid opinion or good taste has ever said, Brian, the Hobbit movies are better. You're not missing out on much. Nobody has ever in my life said that to me. So, you know. I am fully aware that the Lord of the Rings movies are objectively better than the Hobbit. I just got to be ready for like a 12-hour day of watching and consuming Lord of the Rings content. That's the main thing. The Hobbit is better? All right, well, Hero is just here trying to be a bit of a troll. Yes, this is exactly what I need. Yes, nice. Yeah, I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. I've seen all the Fantastic Beasts. You don't have to watch them all in one day. Well, if I just get it over with, not get it over with, but if I just play it in one day, then I'm good. Play it. Watch it all in one day. And I can't watch it with friends, because then people are going to be like, Brian, I got to show you, I got to tell you every single little detail. There's no question Lord of the Rings is better. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, Josh? Oh, people can't join the room because we're already in a lobby. That makes sense. Oh! I hate how much I sneeze. I think one day would be fun, but taking time is good too. Yeah. So, Stranger Things I've seen. That's the thing. I've seen it, and most of the people here have not seen it or care to have an opinion on it, you know? Martin Freeman's acting is so much better than Elijah Wood. That's what I've heard, actually. The Lego video game would be a good playthrough. I've played so many of the Lego games that I don't... It's just not games for me. I don't know. I've played all of them. The only one I'm going to play is Lego Batman when it comes out, because that I actually played and is different. And is not the same thing as other things. So that will definitely happen. Now, how will that shake out now that WB has been purchased by Netflix? I don't know. No clue. Did you get any snow? No, we got 0 snow. 0 snow all year, regrettably. Well, so far. I mean, the game is probably done, just finished polishing. Probably. I mean, the way those sort of deals work, generally, everything that's already, like, in negotiation, or rather, everything that's, like, signed and done, delivered, will maintain. Beyond that, everything else is on the table. So, I think... Okay, so Paramount, what I had heard ever so recently, you know, Paramount was in talks. They were in talks right beforehand, and the CEO was trying to basically, you know, get in super good with the CEO of WB, and the CEO of WB was very aware that Paramount wanted to purchase them, and basically left them on red, and then nothing came of it, and that's it. And then proceeded with the Netflix deal. So, like, they were in talks, didn't hear anything for an extended amount of time, basically ignored the text message from the Paramount CEO, and then boom, Netflix. Netflix said they'll still do theatrical releases. That's a lie. They are lying to you. They are lying to you. That will not happen. You know what'll happen? Stranger Things Volume 5 finale will happen. 1 showing, 1 theater. That's it. They are lying to you. I tell you that right now. Full confidence. Lying. I feel 100% confident. Inanimate anti-hello. Netflix will say what they want to get the deal done. Boom. Boom. They just recently tried to do a hostile takeover for $20 million more than Netflix. Yes, but the board of Warner Brothers had vetoed every deal leading up to it. So they were I think it's an issue of they are adamantly against Paramount owning them. They're just adamant about that being a thing and not letting it go, and no matter what amount of more money will persuade the board or other people from changing their mind, and then Netflix was the only other option. Once the acquisition is done, who's going to stop them? The government could. Will they? But again, that's politics. We're not going to go into that portion of it. But we had other problems that overtook the WB deal. You know, I really love the movie experience. I really do. And I'll say something that might get me not canceled, but a hot take opinion. The argument that a lot of these movie buffs are saying that the theater needs to become a communal experience and affordable for families again, or rather, not for families, I should rephrase that, affordable for people again, I think that time has come and gone. It is not the direction that it should take. Because when you go to a movie theater, a lot of the time, unless it's like a Five Nights at Freddy's or a Minecraft or like a communal movie kind of experience, if you're watching something serious, if you're watching something with a story, you're watching whatever, you're getting people that do not respect the rules of a movie theater. You're getting people who, you know, when it is as expensive as it is right now, they're compromising it, that there's no etiquette. I've experienced it myself. I've had more issues post-lockdown with, like, theater etiquette, even before then. You know, spoiler, I guess not really. When Tony does the snap in Avengers Endgame, and it shows his wreath, or rather his Tony Stark has a heart in the lake as like a in memoriam to him. There's like people in my theater laughing at that moment, and it's like, do you not understand what this is and how to behave and whatever? And you know, some of the movie theaters I've been to, they're lower quality screens. The movies don't look good. I saw Spider-Man No Way Home, and Tobey Maguire and all the other Spider-Man, they looked like they were black and blue. They looked like they were black and blue throughout the whole movie theater. And you know what? If it means you charge me $20, $25 to go see a movie every so often, I'll take it. And you give me the best experience I can, and you make it expensive enough where people are not going to be rude, and you get people that have theater etiquette in the theaters. You get people that actually want to watch the movie instead of be on their phone and doom scrolling. Make it as expensive as you want to. Doesn't mean I'll go to the theater all the time. It's not what that means. But I'm not here to, you know, there has to be almost two different types of showings, and that's why they have different, like, pricing options. You have it, you know, you bring the family, of course. Like, kids should still go to the theaters. The family should, of course they should go. But I'm talking about, you know, the teenagers on a Friday night that just don't have any, man, it makes me sound super old. No respect. But, like, really, truly, though. And it's been an issue for a long time, not just super recently. These two guys were yelling at each other during the FNAF 2 movie, and I was like, is this real? Like, they were literally like, let's take it outside, pal. And you know what? I don't necessarily know if charging more money is a solution, but, you know, the people who I think it's going to be a lot less likely you're going to see riffraff in a more premium experience, is what I'm trying to say. And you can rent a new movie for $20 or go buy it for $25 on Prime by so much, yeah. I don't know. I have no... I'll go to the movies every so often. You know, it's... but I am a single dude. So I go every so... You know, last movie I went to was Fantastic Four. And the ticket was $20. Is it expensive? Yes. But to do it once every 5 months as what is actually one of my only hobbies, technically, because I don't talk about movies, really. I don't make content about going to the movies, generally. It's not something that we talk about here often. So if that's my hobby, is spending $20 on a movie, and then, you know, $15 on the popcorn and a slushie every 5 months, okay, you know. But that's me. That's very circumstantially me. And I think the days of going to the theater for a communal experience where it's affordable for everybody is quickly becoming less and less of a thing, unless it's circumstantially the Minecraft movie where, like, I did not go into theaters because I wanted to watch the movie. And I almost think it would be better if I watched it with other people that were causing riffraff in the theater. But then again, now these people that are at the movies and working in these theaters, they want to deal with people throwing popcorn at the screen. That's not what that's about. But it would have been borderline more enjoyable in a lot of ways. Well, that wouldn't be, but I mean just watching it with other people in that sense. So, all because of a baby zombie riding a chicken, yeah, right? And I think that also happened because Minecraft is such a global community and such a meme community, and it's just that communal experience is embedded into what Minecraft is more than almost any other thing that could ever exist, honestly. Like way more than Roblox. I mean, people in Roblox, scandal after scandal. Minecraft, it's just like, it's just more wholesome. It's more, I don't know. And so how often do you encounter any problems when you go to the theaters as the Doucette family? Because the older teens or young adults that start it, and these are the worst. It's crazy that memes came out of the Minecraft movie when they were only doing trailers, or at least started to. And you know, like that script, what I wanted out of the Minecraft movie, I wanted something at the end of it that was emotionally impactful, like the Lego movie. I really wanted that. I wanted that. And it didn't happen, and it really leaned into the meme and the meme and the meme and the meme and the meme, which I get. And that was the decision, and I think it worked for that movie, and it led to even more of its success. You know? But that's to say that decision was consciously made. So, like, you know, they could have done that, but they knew the meme would do better. Like, that just made for a more successful film. Seeing Alex at the end was cool, though. Oh, it was super cool. It was super cool. Crazy to think it got close to 1 billion. Did it really? Did it really? That's kind of surprising. But that was a 900 million. Wow. Crazy. That was a conscious decision in that script, was to make it more of a meme. Like it wasn't. What I'm trying to say is people. Yes, they made a meme out of moments and stuff, but like the script, the story was designed to be meme worthy. Like, generally speaking, memes happen because, like, of happenstance, and it's just circumstantial and blah, 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 right? Like, it just, like stuff just happens. That's what a lot of meme culture is. But that movie was, like, engineered to be memey. You wanted more Minecraft out of it? And, you know, admittedly, this is a whole different conversation. But like, it's a reflection of the culture where, you know, there's so many content creators that are out here that are like, oh, I'm not going to focus on making an enjoyable experience for somebody watching. I'm going to create something that can maximize somebody's attention so that way they watch for as long as possible. And there's a difference between making something that fuels you creatively, that is enjoyable for other people to watch, compared to engineering a piece of content to make it, you know, successful or one way or another. And it's very different things. And, you know, there's a fine line between all of it, but that's a way larger topic than what a Mario Kart live stream would do. And popcorn is for eating, true. Kevin is right. Whenever there's a Mario Kart stream, we get into these live talks. I don't know why this happens. Does anybody want to contribute a book to keep the timer going? That 1 hour, 19 minutes here. Exclamation donate. Go get a book added to your cart and do the thing. I am so hungry. I am so hungry. Dang, I could go for some popcorn. You know what I really want for Christmas is a popcorn machine. And I know for a fact I'm never going to use it as often as I say I will. It's one of those things. But sweet Christmas, do I want a popcorn machine so badly. I really do. I so want that. I so want that. Like one of the standing ones in the corner of the living room. Absolutely, yup. It's very man cavey of me. An air popped one? No, 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 no. Oil and everything. I want movie theater popcorn. Speed King, have a good night. I want the standing one with the thing. I would never use it nearly as often as you would think I would, but sweet, do I really want it? I know, very bachelor pad of me. It's like, that's not the phase of my life I gotta be entering into. Well, I already am in. Like, I can't lean into it more, right? I can't lean. Yes, like the ones at the carnival, yes. Now, if I had my own studio space again, and we had like a 100-inch screen TV for doing stuff with, you bet your bottom dollar I would find a tax-deductible reason to buy one of those for the business. You bet your bottom dollar I would do that. They're not obscenely expensive. They're not. But they're expensive enough for like a bachelor pad? No, I'm not doing it. But like, it is so cool. On the list of things I want is the Moleskin Smart Writing Set. And, you know, admittedly, probably a bunch of other stuff I don't necessarily need or want. But, you know. Keep forgetting to buy the kernels for it and the oil. Oh, I had it in my Amazon cart at one point. You gotta buy the flavicol, the oil, and the kernels. Dude, you know what? Ooh, 2026. Hear me out. 2026 popcorn sponsor. Let me cook. As a I'm trying to get healthy, right? We need a healthy snack. Let me cook. All right, new year, new you. Still need Dunkin'? Okay, an artisan popcorn company is a little bit easier than a multi-billion-dollar coffee conglomerate, Lindsay. We need to work our way up, okay? We need to step by step, heart to heart, left, right, left, all right? We need to, okay? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Life is so tough. No, only Zool. Yeah, let me go pitch Dunkin' Donuts real quick. Excuse me, Mrs. Duncan. Have you considered endorsing a Bostonian for your commercials? Actually, we have Ben Affleck. Why would we need you? Do you need a sarcastic Bostonian to represent in your television network commercials? Actually, now that you mention it, we actually have somebody that could do that. Ben and KCC and Matt Damon. The quota for elder millennial Bostonians is met. They don't need more of them. Maybe they need a cheaper one, but they don't need more of them. I am starving. What can I have for dinner? Good thing you're Gen Z. They don't have one of them yet. Hey, I am the youngest possible millennial / oldest Gen Z you could possibly get. 96, depending on what website you look at, it's either millennial or Gen Z, and they can't decide. Maybe for the sake of being young, I should advertise as Gen Z and call it a day. hey, I get all the benefits of being up to snuff on all the new media things, but I don't have any of the brain rot. W. That's what we like to see. Are we getting a Unc O'Brien emo? It's just the Bob logo, but gray. Like slightly, instead of it being like pitch black for the eyes and the facial hair and stuff, it's like slightly, ever so slightly gray, like dark gray. Not black, but dark gray. The eyes are still black, but the beard is dark gray. I'm not afraid of being Uncle O'Brien, and we need that next month. You know, I'm not particularly concerned about 30 and all that stuff. I'm just not really. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a. It's obviously it's a big milestone, but it doesn't feel like a crazy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but, you know. I feel like a lot of people might say, oh, you know, 30's old and whatever. It's just not. I guess I have enough people that watch here that tell me I'm still a baby for being a 30, so. You are a baby. That makes me feel better because there's a lot of people that are younger than me that seem to have their act together more than I do. In a lot of ways, I feel washed up. But I know in a lot of ways, I'm just getting started. So. In a lot of ways, we're just getting started. Even though I've been doing this, 2026 will be the 8th year of being BricksOBrian. Wild. Sometimes I feel like you have your act together more than me. Yeah, but you have a family. I'm here in my place alone. Grass is always greener, as I say. Xander finally admitted the other day that I'm not old, even though he calls me ancient one all the time. Old to me is a mindset, it's in behaviors, it's an outlook. Sometimes I don't even consider my grandparents old with how often they travel. They go on cruises. They do all sorts of stuff, dude. No issues with my age, but I would be 30 again for a lot of reasons. I'm happy to have gotten to where I am and going through all of it. Exactly. Rainbow Road, yeah, we have to. So, best Rainbow Road of all time, yeah? I would say so. It's very epic. But yeah, man, I don't know, I'm just kind of ready for it. Like, okay, part of me. Some days I feel very ready. And some days, some moments I feel very ready. Some moments I feel exhausted. Like I'm teetering between very energized to tackle life and everything with it, and like, man, I'm so tired. Which probably means I need to take time off again. But again, I don't know if I did in the first place. Did I really? Does anybody know if I took time off this year? I don't know. Only gonna get worse in your 30s? You took time off? When? I forget. You haven't taken time off in 8 years? All right, well, Kevin said it. Kevin has spoken. You just didn't stream for a week? Oh, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. No, that doesn't mean anything. I cannot live stream for a week and then have plenty of other stuff to work on. You abandoned us? Okay. Okay. That's why Lindsay put it in quotes, right? How you doing, Cool?
This is a sarcasm alert.
I can't believe we didn't pick Rainbow Road. That's wild. A lot of the level ups happen 27, 29. So you go into your 30s already at the level you need to move forward. You know, I can see a lot of that. That actually correlates with what I've felt. I do feel very ready to tackle the next decade. You know, I'm a bit more clear on what I need to do. I've tried a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not where I want to be and where I believe we can be. But we're definitely close. And closer. Even the stuff I was working on this week is an indicator of that, which I haven't talked about at all. More behind the scenes stuff. Moving in the right direction. Well, yeah, if you guys, like, I keep saying it, and it's not because I'm looking for outside validation, but, like, if there's something you're like, other than a girlfriend, which is partially in my control, partially not, but, like, other stuff you want to see me do or go and do. You know, like, I can't magically go out and get... No, don't even... Forget the feedback form. Just tell me in chat or whatever. You know, I can't go out and get a girlfriend, but what I can do is put myself in the best position possible to have... So when someone walks through, I can be ready for that. But I can't go down to, Chick-fil-A and say, "Excuse me, madame. Let's go courting to our local AMC and go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's not how that works. You're never ready. It just happens or it doesn't. So that's what I mean. It just happens or it doesn't. Do. 1 hour, 6 minutes left of the live stream tonight. An hour more of Mario Kart. And I am not streaming the Game Awards tomorrow. Confirmed. Not happening. Here's hoping we get some good reveals and characters for Mario Kart and other stuff happening. Can't imagine how difficult it is to date these days. And you know what? I feel like everybody who has ever dated in the history of forever has said that, and yet we overcome. Love this rendition of Lead the Way, which is from Mario Odyssey at the very end of the game. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Okay, cool. Wunderbar. Nope. Okay. Can't seem to catch a break here. Anybody here have 2026 goals? I mean, like personal goals. I actually have a lot of... I've added more personal goals to my 2026 calendar than I think y'all might realize. Very excited. Good. Y'all got anything you want to do? Want to accomplish? Want to see? Want to do? Goal number 1, survive. All right, Zach. Yes. We're all going to survive. It's going to happen. I refuse to not be optimistic. I've been too sad in other phases of my life to be a mopey, dopey, fropey. Mopey, dopey, fropey. Which makes no sense, but that's okay. Come on. Finish that Lego set, which has been a goal for a while. You gotta do that. Be more like 50. Shouldn't you be practicing to be the Cold Sticks QB? Yeah, that really stinks. What happened? Were you assimilated by the Swedish chef? I kind of was. That's what it felt like. Hey, Miss Piggy is going to be at the Game Awards tomorrow. You're looking for a Muppet to resonate with. There you go. There's your Muppet of the night. Who needs practice? Torn Achilles, right? For the Colts QB. That's unfortunate. That takes a while to recover from, obviously. It just really stinks. Got our big movie coming soon with Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter, kid. Sabrina Carpenter. Practice. We're talking about practice, not a game, but practice. That's not great. Be traveling a bit next year. 2 trips planned and 2 more possible. Ooh. Awooga. I'm going to do an entire live stream dedicated to my big list of things I want to do in 2026. It's one I'm kind of excited about. Convince work I need to go to the Boston office. Bree wants to meet me, and then she'll meet me and be like, oh, Brian's not what I thought he would be. And then that's that. He's all right. He's all right. Like you have this idea of what I'm like, right? And you meet me and you're like, oh, well, okay. It happens more often than you think, actually. Funnily enough, it happens way more often than you think. For, I don't know, whatever reason. Not that I'm a letdown by any means, but it does happen. All right, we met Brian Saviano, knocked that off the list. We're good. I'm not even paying attention. Ryan is a let up. You're not selling that work trip very well? Listen. Ryan is a let up, never a let down. I worry that... anyways, we're not going to go there. Last place? Not quite.
Oh man, that's a tuna, bro.
It's time to jump up in the air. Oh my goodness, man. Everybody's fixated. Oh my goodness. So hyper fixated, dude. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that was such a cheat right there. I technically skipped over a part of the level that was out of bounds. Awesome. Missed that double item question block box. That's great. Meow, meow. There is a trick that you can do here, which is very risky. That you can do on the side of the cliff right there. I've never done it because I am a coward, but I've seen other people do it, pull it off successfully and unsuccessfully. You know what? That's your prerogative. If you want to do that, oh my goodness, get out of the way. FNAF 2 stayed true to the games. Interesting. Wow. I just slid right through and got that done. Beautiful. $57 minutes on tonight's live stream remaining. Thank you all very much for that. Gotta think, what parts work out, which don't. The penguin looks so derpy. So derpy. But he's not the lightest character. And I usually use super light characters. So from that one short showcasing the community Christmas tree, there were 8,100 views so far. It's kind of teetered out at this point, but that's okay. We have Bona Jonah. Unfortunately, can't read that. English only, please. Thank you. We had 8,000 views, 1,000 likes, and then 146 people who subscribed to the channel just from that short. So a lot of people were very, very excited about that one. I don't know if people actually send in ornaments, but we'll see. There's plenty of room on the tree. But all that's to say that got received very well. So if you watched it, thank you very much. Got to do more cool stuff like that going into next year. Actually, I recorded a bunch of shorts. So I gotta get out there into the world. Can I maintain first place? Survey says. For now. Survey says. Somehow that blue shell went away. Nice. Shorts are the thing right now, I hear. Yeah, the issue is it's so many Like yes and no. So, that's a whole other conversation, basically. It's a whole other conversation. Oh, man, come on. But yeah, yes and no. That's what happens when I'm half paying attention here. Just falling off all the ledges all the time, all the things. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Can I make this work? Maybe? Nope. Yes. Up 5 places in 1 turn. I'll take that. Beautiful. But, you know, it is encouraging. I like just seeing something get viewed that many times. And, like, that is probably the best short that's come out, or one of the best ones that's come out. And it's showcasing the people, which is great. So I love seeing that. More of that. Let's see. The Thanksgiving one did fairly well, too. Also interesting. $52 minutes remaining tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in and being here for the Mario Kart World. Still playing along with those who are in the lobby right now. If people want to join, you can let me know. Make it happen. Or we can do, if at some point we feel like ending a little bit earlier, we can carry time into Friday. Because right now that's scheduled to start at 6. We have, you know, the standard time, and then we can carry something over if we really want to. It is up to y'all. He copy-pasted the reacts. We had a family Christmas party on Friday. Ooh. A Friday night Christmas party. That's sweet. I forget, did you mention, is it a white elephant Christmas party? If so, what's the gift? I actually got a really nice white elephant Christmas gift for the party that I have on Saturday, which will be great. I'm not going to spoil it because it's actually something that I recorded that I'll put up. I'm not paying attention. Yankee swap with a good gift and bad gift. Yes, you did mention that. That does sound familiar. Well, very cool. Market basket video? No. That is not what the Yankee swap gift. Oh, I took the long way. The long way. This is a unique route that I've never, ever done before. Oh, man. See, this is the thing about Mario Kart World. You have all these different, like, avenues and things. Super cool. No, but I know better. I did, I found something very fitting for the crowd. Something that'll get a good laugh, but is actually functional and really cool. Hopefully I get something functional and kind of cool. Balaban, hello. What's new with me? There's a lot of behind the scenes work stuff that was happening this week. Preparing for 2026 to start off with a bang. And, continuing the bookathon. We have 166 books up until this moment right here. They're going to all different charities and children's hospitals and stuff like that. So, very happy about that. Hopefully you're doing well. But I'm hanging in there. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit hungry. Well, all things considered, it's not too shabby. Could be worse, could be better. Well, that's how it be. That's how it does. Come on. I'll take fourth. That's fine. Okay. So the book is all about meaningful life tips in a video game world. And, we wrote the book, wrote the first two books quite a bit ago. We got the third book in production right now. These copies of these books are being sent to Children's Hospital. So it's not written for the Children's Hospital, although that'd be a cool idea. They are for kids who love gaming and anybody who can take some cool life lessons out of them and apply them to their life. So, yeah. Want a rematch? I was rusty in Toronto. Luigi shall redeem himself. What's going on, Andy? I was rusty, too. How did London go? I meant to message Nick, but I didn't. I think he's in Ireland now. I think. That man traveling. I don't think the room ID is applicable because we already joined a lobby. So I don't know. But thank you for linking it, Lindsay. London was fun. Went well, I think. How many days did it end up being? Wasn't the same without you, though? Yeah, you can take a look at progamersguide.com. You can see all of the art style that the book is made of. You can get it on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, my website. A bunch of different places. So yeah, check it out. progamersguide.com. Link is in the chat right there. It was only like 3 days. There was a lot of, obviously a lot, we're not going to say what exactly the nature of the trip was, but it was all corporate people, right? Oh my, man, I'm just getting annihilated in the game. Annihilated. Oh, man. Sorry, being very complainy right now. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it went well. Again, I try to... I think 2026 especially, really trying to reserve November, December not to travel and do... Not to do travel specifically. I mean, obviously do stuff. But traveling... I just like being home for the holidays. And that's me without kids and wife and stuff, right? So I can only imagine that'll change in time too. Venue was Grown Up Juice Bar, which had its benefits. Oh, interesting. How long did it take you to write the book for? Generally, the writing process is a back and forth process between the illustrator and my friend Kevin and I. You know, I'll have the idea, the concept for the book years in advance. I'll start writing it before we have done like a Kickstarter. And then from that point, you know, as we are developing the different pages, we kind of go back and forth on, you know, ideas for the story. It's very iterative. And I mean, just because it's Kevin and I, that means like it goes fairly well. There's not a bunch of people making decisions and meddling with things, you know? So it's tough for me to say, you know, if I focused on everything, if I really truly focused on the writing, like just actually physically writing, it could probably take me a month or less, depending. But I generally have the outline of the story like all ready to go. It's just a matter of like doing it. And some things, and this actually happens in Defeating Trolls. I had the third book coming out. I had the idea for the book, and then I had an idea of how something happened in the book. But then because something happened in my life, circumstantially, it changed how the story progresses and what happens in it. So I basically, I had to have an experience that took me a long time to happen and then circumstantially happen. Like I couldn't plan for it necessarily, you know? Man is a content creating machine. He needs a vacation. I feel like I do so much yet not enough, which is typical. Typical, right? Sweet Christmas. So yeah, it's a very interesting process. I love what I do. I love writing. I love making videos and live streams and stuff. You know, and that's why I do it as my thing. Many people have told me, you know, hey, this is what I'm born to do. This is what I love to do, entertain, bring people together, and share my passions with all y'all because, you know, that's what keeps us alive as people is doing that sort of stuff, right? I'd say Disneyland Paris would be a great way to distress. I did Disney. Yeah, so I need a sit on a beach and do nothing vacation. That's what I need. I need a sit there and do nothing vacation. Sit around, eat, sleep, nothing. Nothing. Well, it's mostly, you know, getting the funds together to make a vacation happen too, and like, you know, yeah. Anyways, and it's certainly not something I'm going to put a goal up or nothing like that. But again, more about that as we get to the end of the year and all that. Did you get paid for it? Well, we did the Kickstarter, which had it fully funded. So that was a way to get it production funded, yes. You never seem relaxed after a theme park? Oh, yeah, a theme park is go, go, go. You're worried about the dining reservations and, you know, it's generally hot and crowded and whatever. Hawaii, I would love nothing more than to go to Hawaii, dude. I would love nothing more. And then you know, the other thing, too, is that what, I go alone? All right, cool. That's lame. So... yeah, definitely need to sit around and do nothing kind of vacation. That's the vibe that I got going on. Steve, hello. Had some amazing beach trips as a solo traveler. Great one, 801. What happened to what? Hello. Good to see you, Steve. May J, hello. I'm doing all right. We're talking about how I need a vacation. But this has been a thing for the past 8 years. Apparently, 7, 8 years. But yeah, I'm doing all right. We are 37 minutes away from finishing today's live stream. We had a few contributed books come in for the bookathon, so that added about 25 minutes to tonight's timer. Every contributed book adds 5 minutes to the overall live stream, and then we have all sorts of different incentives and stuff as well. I think the book plate is done. Oh, we got another part of Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls complete. Wowie. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. And they just got to do my thing. I love the book plates. So we're doing that in lieu of, because obviously we're not going to be together for a signing session, us being, you know, many, many, many miles away. So we're going to do book plates for these, which we talked about in the Kickstarter as well. And we have a really cool idea for it, too. Something that isn't just a lame sticker on the book. Just drive over, Brian, don't be lazy. Yeah, let me just lug like 1,000+ books all the way to Dallas. That would actually be a logistical nightmare. Either shipping all of that. If I had to ship all that, how much would that cost? Oh, at least $1,000 there and back. At least. At least. It'd be cheaper to get Kevin on a flight. I don't know. Might be close. Fly Kevin cargo class? Yeah, right. It'd be a full pallet of freight. Yeah, that'd be really bad. Not the ideal. That's for sure. Just had to navigate these turns real quick. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Your chats are showing up. 801. Your chats are showing up. We can see you. Oh, that person's getting lapped? No way. No way. Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. That was so close to not being the actual thing there. Wow. Okay. So close to not being first place. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We got another half hour to go. Hanging out playing some Mario Kart tonight. Yeah, I am so starving. I gotta eat something after this. Maybe some peanut butter and jelly. Nothing too crazy. Mainly Minecraft. All my Minecraft videos are available on the YouTube channel. And if they are not on the YouTube channel, then they are not videos that I have control or input on. So I wish there was a way to, like, I don't know. Yep. Appreciate you being here, great one, but yes, that is the circumstances of the situation, y'all. The main reason for that, yeah, great one. I totally understand. Reason for that, Lindsay, is because most people who are watching on YouTube are not watching live streams; they're watching actual video. So it's a whole conversation. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Just noticing more lately. It is indeed a whole thing. I really dislike having the boomerang most of the time. There we go. Think it's dumb you don't have control over it? That is what we call life. It's what we call life. And, yep. I honestly don't have much more to tell you, man. Just it is what it is. And, you know, part of doing what I do, you got to make the most of a situation and move on from there. And in spite of not having any input on that decision and whatever, you know, been very, very grateful for the opportunities I have had, and it's all I can be. No, Lindsay, I totally get you. I think it literally comes down to, like, I don't even want to get into it, but I know exactly why it's happening. Banana. missing out on some tough content. So you think, hey, you know, it's their decision, and it is what it is. No, that has nothing to do with it, Lindsay. Okay. But I'm still making content. Yes, I have been for the past 7 years across all the different platforms, and especially live streaming has been a bit more of a focus recently, but, you know, producing a bunch of stuff across all the platforms. So very grateful to still be here and do what I do. All right, so what I'm going to do is actually close out tonight. We're going to go and carry over the last 25 minutes into what will end up being Friday's live stream. Going to be doing the Santa's Workshop. It's going to take me longer than 3 hours anyway. So we're going to close this bad Larry out here. Obviously appreciate everybody tuning in, listening, watching. As always, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to start with the Santa's Workshop and close out the Pro Gamers Guide Book-a-thon. So, again, appreciate everybody tuning in, listening, watching, and meowing it out with me as always. Let's continue the good vibes that we got and make it happen. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. And be as awesome as always, all right? Remember, it's not bye forever. It is certainly just bye for now.